So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped, undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, when it comes to youth and potential, Peter, it's hard to look past Pedri, who is probably going to have a very busy game here. I think he's got everything that you need to play in a midfield role, and he's so cute and clever with any aspect of the game in that department, which is usually the busiest part of any field. He will always find a way of standing out because of his just beautiful passing.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Hakimi. Fernandez. Played back in. Oh, good taken. He's got the shot away! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Tries a header! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
That's really well manoeuvred. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Musiala. Oh, this looks sharp. Odo. And here's Musiala. Benfica, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Fernandez. Palmer was only too happy to help out in defence.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Hakimi. Beckenbauer. Over to the other side. And Hakimi. Pedri. That looks a good ball through. He's got away.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Costa Curta couldn't squeeze it through. Pedro Neto. Van Bouten calmly anticipates. Musiala. Not the most accurate pass. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
And he's picked out the run. Now that's well seen too. Hakimi. Hakimi looking to get on the end of this. And here comes the corner. And it's been taken short. Tries a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And he's gone backward here. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Batistuta. And it's Batistuta. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. Roberto Carlos. Kimmich. Nuno Mendes. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Fernandes is wide and looking to get onto this. Scholes. Out to the left it goes. Now it's Mbappe. Palmer charging forward, the ball at his feet. Now that is commitment to the cause. It's their second corner of the game.
Vamos ter minuto de compensação.
Up for a header! And he has kept it out somehow.
Batistuta is offering a right smile there.
And we hit half-time. Well, there it is, half-time. Not a bad watch by any means. And the efforts of both sides have been good, but neither have been able to penetrate. And so we reach the break, and the game remains goalless. Interesting half, just missing goals. So don't be surprised if the second half brings a change to the scoreline at the break, 0-0. Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Mbappe! And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Fernandes in acres of space out wide, and he's managed to get for it. Shapes to shoot! He scored!
Boom! There we go, and it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
How very smart. He just got it right.
Well, look, he moves and manufactures in unique fashion. This guy is sheer class.
So the first moment of real significance.
Oh, half-time has been a blessing for this team. You know, what a great start to the second half.
Oh, this is a great position. And the shot! Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And it's Scholes. Oh, perfectly measured that.
Benfica are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
Well, that's been cut out, well played.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Scholes. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what...
Great hit! And he hits the net! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in...
Mbappe! Corner number 3 coming up. Roberto Carlos gets it clear. Pedri. Over to the left. Mbappe. He's had it taken off him. Roberto Carlos. Oh, super find. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Musiala. Now it's Pedro Neto. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Mbappe! Climbs up big! Really well taken goal.
Porto clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
We have got ourselves a game here.
I think they can sense a comeback here, and so can this crowd. It's all systems go now.
75 minutes played. Fernandez. That's an excellent interception. Corner number 2 then.
Substituição para o Benfica. Número 42. Número 5. Número 21. Vão dar os seus lugares a número 9. Número 8. Número 11. Está a acontecer uma substituição.
And the header! And that would have won it.
Well, for me, he seems to be playing with a lot more zest now. He does look the most likely to grab that second goal cushion.
No, that was never going to make it. Pedri.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
He's been picked out. Up he goes! He will be livid with himself.
Another example of how comfortable this team is on the break.
Aim forwards. Pedro Neto chasing after it. And here's Ribéry. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Now it's Ribéry. Oh, what a climb! And it's in! There seemed no way back, but they are level. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
This has become one superb game of football.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Roberto Carlos. Número 7. Scholes. Vão dar os seus lugares a número 20. Número 4. Vamos dar lugar a uma substituição.
Good running, strong and purposeful.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Chance! Oh, yes, it's there! Late in the day, this could well be it! Really tidily gathered and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Yeah, and I think we may have had too many defenders ball watching then because they just lost sight of the real danger.
Porto complete their comeback and now they only need to hold out for a few minutes.
There's still a bit left in it, Peter, but they should find the necessary to avoid a slip-up now.
Foram indicados 6 minutos de compensação.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pedro Neto! Bellingham. Quality ball. Adams cuts it out. Costa Curta. Back into the middle.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled. Well, they've got to get everyone forward, and maybe even the keeper.
Kukçu plays it short. Oh, important interception. Odo. Kimmich threads one in. Has a look and plays it forward. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Benfica can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but they were ultimately made to pay for their inability to kill it off. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Yeah, well, I've been on the losing
Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. Well, there's a real familiarity about these scenes here. The followers of one of the most formidable teams in the history of football, ensuring that, yet again, this will be an occasion for the game's ultimate glitterati. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Chance! And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Now it's Owen. Roberto Carlos makes the interception. Ronaldinho. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, when it comes to youth and potential, Peter, it's hard to look past Pedri, who is probably going to have a very busy game here. I think he's got everything that you need to play in a midfield role, and he's so cute and clever with any aspect of the game in that department, which is usually the busiest part of any field. He will always find a way of standing out because of his beautiful, beautiful passing.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
He's had it nicked away.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Can he latch on to this? Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Scholes.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Nicely spread.
This is the time you need that pace.
Neymar. That is lovely. Well read, and the danger is averted. Neymar. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, that was vital. Roberto Carlos. Scholes. Cambiasso. Vitinha. Now Neymar.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Now it's Neymar. Mbappe. He's going to have to tune his rangefinder before the next one.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Adams kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Some good work on the right flank here. And here's Mbappe. Now it's Pedri. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Now it's Ronaldinho. He's had a hit! That has been cut short. Oh, nicely intercepted. Vitinha. Well, a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. It's Ronaldinho! Goal! Barcelona!
A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Yeah, and it's not a surprise to see him elect to shoot from there, considering how much movement can be generated on the ball. Great hit.
Barcelona have broken through. It's 1-0.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Played into space out wide. Neymar has it out wide and in space. Roberto Carlos. Some resolute defending there. Pedri. And it's Ronaldinho. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Scholes. Couldn't squeeze it through. Neymar. Mbappe. Vitinha. And the whistle goes for half-time. And it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 11 será sustituido por el dorsal 13.
Here we go again.
Benfica really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Roberto Carlos. And it's Ronaldinho for Messi. And it's Neymar. Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And they've switched it over to the other side.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Nice interception, well timed.
Well, that's the first attempt, Peter, we've seen at one of those raking passes just to spread the play.
And the shot! Roberto Carlos. Barcelona appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Vitinha. Played back in. Good read, needed to be. Benfica still trailing by one and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. And here's Owen. And it's Di Maria. Oh, that's a key interception.
Benfica showing a little more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Scholes! This time, surely! Owen finds himself offside. He's only too happy to take that back. And here's Neymar. And here's Roberto Carlos. Neymar. too much on it, and that's the keeper's. Pedri. That pass has been well intercepted. Lovely ball and a real chance now. Neymar showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Oh, good ball, shots on here. Danger averted for now. And they're back on the ball again. That could spell trouble. Neymar. He shifted it to the flank. And it's Di Maria. Owen. Scholes. Caught offside that time.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El
So,
dorsal
time for
18
changes on
será
both sides,
reemplazado
actually.
por el dorsal 5, Van Buiten. Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
He's played him through. David Villa. And he's certainly... Great chance! That's going to go a long way.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Neymar. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. Pedro Neto. No way through there. That's a promising run he's making on the right. Benfica are in dire need of a breakthrough. Can they?
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have.
That's good defending, very good defending. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And here's Neymar, passing nice and neat. Can he finish?
Benfica need to give it everything they have, kitchen sink included.
Cambiasso. And Batistuta! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Batistuta actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. This is a Hollywood or bust corner. The final whistle is up next.
Scholes with the short one.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
And the pass is intercepted. And it's Scholes. And that's that. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatched. Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. It really is. Haaland! And he has kept it out somehow.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Cleared away. He's had a shot! Oh, it's come loose. Got a shot away. Just a fraction high.
Rodri nearly produced a moment of magic. He knew the strike was pure. Giuliano Belletti will undoubtedly have a very busy game here, Peter. He's good going in both directions and has a very impressive engine.
One of those who's become a cult hero for every club he's represented. Famously, of course, 3 years in Qatar. Decent hit! And he's following up! He's scored!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Batistuta duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
So, a breakthrough already.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And that's been won straight back. Nicely spread. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Well read, nice interception. Cambia. Oh, that's ambitious.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Haaland. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. And it's Roberto Carlos. Tomori, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Adams. That's a smartly directed ball. And they've switched it over to the other side. Hakimi. Rodri kept his eye on it, and he's there. And it's Cambiasso. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. And it's Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos going full steam ahead down the left flank. He's had it taken off him. Gets good distance on it. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Oh, no joy this time. And they've got rid. Oh, well played. Benfica are enjoying a good spell right now and leading. Cambiasso. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Roberto Carlos. Oh, that has not gone well. Davids. Gnabry. In with a header! And yes, it's there! Barcelona are back in business.
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
Barcelona grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Roberto Carlos. He is through here. Now João Neves. Chance here to counter. And he welcomes it in. Oh, he's bustling. Haaland! Goal! Barcelona! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish. Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
And they've got a throw. He's having a hit! Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Has a shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Scholes is offering a wry smile there.
Defending of the... He's had a hit! And that is wildly off target.
Kukçu knew immediately he didn't catch that to his liking, and his face was a picture of dissatisfaction.
Torres. Hakimi. Kukçu. That has been cut short. Roberto Carlos. He can run onto that. Now João Neves.
Habrá 2
Hakimi.
minutos de descuento.
João Neves. Nedved. Couldn't squeeze it through.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Costa. And we hit half-time. So after a truly engaging first half, it remains right on edge. Things still very much in the mix in what is shaping up to be a super contest. 2 on the score at the break, and every indication that both parties are capable of adding more. The midway point of the game.
Well, Peter, I'm just thinking of the best way to describe that. Frantic, frenzied. It was unmissable and it was irresistible. Forget about the analysis on this one, just enjoy it.
Here we go again.
Benfica can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
They get a throw in. Mendes with the clearance. No way through. Barcelona look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
And Batistuta! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Gnabry providing an outlet on that flank. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Torres, and he's had it nicked away. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Roberto Carlos, and he was quick to react. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Kokchu. Now it's Batistuta. Batistuta looking understandably energised after his goal. So can they find a way to turn around this deficit? That's a little off target. Well, it looked promising, but the final ball is just not quite right.
La asistencia a este partido asciende a 96.628 espectadores.
Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. The Estadio Urbano Caldera is small for a top-flight venue, but it makes up for that with its history and its heritage. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. And here's Neymar. Neymar.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
Oh, no, it's an own goal!
I don't think he knew too much about it, Peter. It comes off him awkwardly.
It's a huge moment for the game and a shocking moment for him personally, but it happened at the best possible time. This is recoverable.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference.
That's going to go a long way. And he's quick to snatch it back. Oh, he's in!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And he's managed to get rid. Deftly away. It'll be a throw-in. He's got away. Just eases him off the ball. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Showing great feet there. Cambiasso. Here's Rafael Leao. Musiala. He won't be happy with that one. Aim forwards. Alexander-Arnold cuts out the pass. Ederson sends that a long way. Neymar will... And he'll shoot here! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. Up he goes! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Played over towards the opposite flank. Oh dear, less said about that pass the better. Now it's Owen. Pedro Neto. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And that is a little undercooked. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Pedro Neto. Good read, needed to be. Neymar. Neymar going full tilt down the left. Batistuta providing an outlet on that. And now the hit! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Batistuta actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Corner number 2 then. Throw in. Now it's Kimmich. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And they've got rid. And that is out of play. It's Neymar! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Danger averted. Speculative strike. And that will sail harmlessly past.
Well, it was an ambitious attempt, but it'll keep the defence on its toes at least.
Cambiasso. Kupchu. Pedro Neto in acres of space out wide. Pedro Neto going face-to-face with his great rival. Neymar goes on a run down the left wing. Neymar stood his ground strongly. Rafael Leao. João Neves. Owen. João Neves.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Costa Curta with the clearance. Kimmich gets it away. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. And here's Musiala. Musiala. Oh, shooting chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. João Neves. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Some really good ball movement. Played out to the right. So what can they make of this?
Foram indicados 2
Oh,
minutos
he's
de
been...
acréscimo.
Oh, it's gone in!
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Well, that's something you don't expect at a match like this, but I guess you have to take whatever way it comes, and very gratefully.
And that is going to be the final action of the first half.
The own goal was symptomatic of their first half performance. They're not at it.
Senhoras e senhores, pedimos a colaboração para nosso fundo de caridade global.
Here we go again then.
Look, before they might get too carried away with thoughts of getting back into the game, they can't afford to slip up and concede another. The next goal becomes crucial.
Nuno Mendes. Kupchu. Pedro Neto. Beckenbauer. João Neves. Owen. No way through there. Cambiasso. Nice ball, and he might be in here. And it's Cambiasso. Benfica looking to pass their way through. Beckenbauer. for Pedro Neto.
Oh, delightful ball.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
He can get that clear.
João Neves. And here's Musiala. Oh, chance!
And it's in! Back to within one! Interesting!
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, I think they probably needed an early goal in this half just to give them the confidence and belief to push on and look for an equaliser.
Kokchu. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. 60 minutes played.
Benfica are definitely going about this the right way.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
There could be trouble. And Batistuta! Oh, taken with style. And with that goal comes comfort. Well, there was to be no other outcome.
Aos 19 minutos do segundo tempo, pelo jogador, camisa 4. Substituição em campo. Camisa 21.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. So the lead now is 2.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
Camisa 18. Substituição.
Benfica are, of course, in a position to go to the bench.
Has a look and has a go. Gave it a go, but off target.
Yeah, it seemed the right range, and I guess it was worth a try.
Plays a delicate ball. Oh, that's a key interception. Can he get away here? Palmer! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Well played and well cleared.
João Neves. Now looking to orchestrate a counter.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Taken back almost at once. Musiala. He gets big. And one more try. Marquinhos gets it clear. And it's Cambiasso. And Batistuta! And yes, it's there! Right back in the game.
Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
Benfica get themselves back into contention.
I think they've done so well to get back in it, but it's important now that they don't become over-eager in chasing another. They only need one more chance. Patience is key.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. So, third corner of the game.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. 5 minutes left on the clock. No way through. And he cuts out the supply. Well, there's the clearance.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
Substituição em campo. Camisa 13. Camisa 6. Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 5. Camisa 15.
He's gone forward.
Substituição
Nicely
em andamento. Teremos 3 minutos de acréscimo.
Rafael Leao. Benfica finding their passes. So that's it. It is all over. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but alas, that wasn't to be, and they go down by the odd goal. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?